Hello universe, welcome to the Camkix Premium All-in-One Telescopic Pole, which goes from 16 to 47 inches, and this bad boy is long. Let me tell you, first impressions, I love this thing. I think it's a really great thing. Everyone should have one of these or something like it. First and foremost, is it worth your money? I'm gonna say yes right away, absolutely. This is definitely something you should consider buying if you don't have a pole yet, or you want something longer or an additional pole. This is definitely something you should consider. Let's get into it. So inside the box, it comes with these four things. These two I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with. Typical cell phone holder. I like this one over a lot of other ones I've seen because this one is some kind of soft plastic or rubber, so it grips your phone better. I definitely feel safer having this kind of grip on the top as compared with some other ones. So I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with this, so I'll just put that aside. Next we have the typical Gopro tripod adapter, made out of plastic so it's easier to tighten as opposed to some of the metal ones. You don't really need a wrench because it's plastic and it grips just very easily. Like it. And finally we got something new over here. We got the GoPro remote clip-in, clip-on holder. That's what I'm calling it. I don't know what it's really called because you clip it in and then you just clip it on. It's that easy. Really awesome. You have a lot of options with this. You can slide it really close to the handle, to the end of the handle, so for one-handed grips it's very easy within reach. Or if for some reason you want to go all samurai and have a two-handed grip, you can slide that all the way to the end or anywhere in between. And because it's a clip-on, it just kind of pops off kind of easily. If it just impacts, if you have an impact directly on the remote, it can just pop off that easily. I don't think that's going to happen in a lot of normal use or even in some extreme uses, but you know, that's really not a big deal. You know, you just like take a zip tie and just pass it through. And in about 3 seconds, we got a pretty safe remote on there. There's no way that's coming off with my hand there, and then the camera at the end. Ain't no way that's coming off if I don't want it to come off. Cool. Finally, let's get to the pole itself. Comes with the lanyard that's already attached on this little eye loop here. I like it. Who doesn't love lanyards? A little bit of extra safety anytime you might lose it, which is basically anytime you might have a GoPro. Has a little tripod hole screw in there. You can put this on the end of a tripod or even at the end of another one of these sticks and double the length if that's what you want. I don't know why, but hey, I'm not asking questions. The grip's pretty comfortable, feels really nice. It has these little notches here that fits your hand comfortably. Not something I would think is necessary, but it feels nice now that I have it. I don't know what the shafts are made out of. It doesn't say if it's aluminum, carbon fiber, or what, but it looks pretty heavy, but it feels a lot lighter than it looks. So big points on that. So as I said, this thing goes 47 inches long. So have a look at this. Okay, I'm 5'10", so this should give you some idea how long the pole is compared to my body, and just show you how much reach you can get. This video is shot at 1080 wide. I could easily fit my whole frame in the body if I wanted to, but just look at how much reach you can get just with this pole. This picture is shot at 12 megapixels wide as well. And we're back. I got the housing on here, but first I'll show you how to lengthen and retract this. It uses a tripod style latch lock. So you open these up and close it to whatever length you want, but these things get really long as this does this 3 times. So, man, you don't have to go all 3. I think it's longer than you need most of the time, but it's nice to have this extra room for whenever you actually do want to have it. So I'll pull this back for now. At first I thought this wasn't secure, but it felt really good when I was trying to shake it and give a little bit of a test. It felt really pretty stable. I was very pleasantly surprised by that. And finally, for my favorite part on the functional end, I got the housing on here. Most poles, or not most, but a lot of poles, you're kind of stuck with the camera facing forward or facing away from you. So I really love this because you can pivot it. So I can go like any angle I want, 360 degrees of awesome. any way I want. So if I had friends, I would have myself on the side and have them over me, and would still be centered between the two of us, instead of having me on the middle of the pole and a friend on the other side, and then a lot of negative space on the last side. So really, really awesome just to have something like this. It's just simple feature and so visually powerful when you're making your videos. The mirror functions very well. I actually thought it was just kind of gimmicky and thought it would be never something I use. But let's say you're using your cell phone, you can turn it around, because most cell phones don't have a flash on the front, so you can turn it around and use the flash on the back if you actually want to use the flash. But of course you won't have the screen, so that's when this mirror could come in very, very handy. It's also very handy with the GoPro itself. So if you manage to keep this end in a pretty much of a straight line and only do the pivoting with this part, then that mirror is very useful, very functional. Once again, I really like having this thing. Finally, for this part, pivots 180 degrees, and I don't know if you can see that, you can hear that. It has a lot of little nubs inside, so when you tighten it down, it not only has the friction, but it also have those nubs and notches locking together, so you're really not gonna bend this any way you don't want. If you don't want to, you really have to open it up and bend it and pivot it if that's what you want to do. So that's my review of the Camkix Premium All-in-One Telescopic Pole. Don't forget to check out my channel if you want to see what I actually do with these things. I like doing every kind of adventure, scuba diving, hiking, anything I can find. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And thanks for watching.